So we are back with day 15 of Winter Fantasy. This might be one of the last because after this it's just upkeep, just going over it a couple times a day. Not really anything too interesting. If there is something that comes up, I'll probably tell you about it in the next progress report. So either today or tomorrow will be the last day of just me recording my practicing because it's gonna be pretty much the same from here on out. And yeah, that's the plan. So today we're gonna be same as before. Start with just playing through the whole thing. wasn't too bad. So the first time through of every day is getting a little better too. So that's always a good sign. This time I was making a couple mistakes because I was distracted. Okay, something happened. I didn't quite like it. I ended up thinking about it, and then the next thing you know, I'm forgetting what's coming up next, and my fingers are all over the place. Okay, so that's always one thing we're working on. That's the thing about running through in a practice versus a performance, because in a performance it's very easy. Well, I wouldn't say very easy. It's easier to think about, or rather not think about what just happened and keep going, because there's nothing you can do about it at that point. But when you're practicing and you're doing a run through, you kind of want to remember places that you want to go back and look at. So that's going to be something I'm going to have to find a balance of, is just not thinking too much about what just happened, but still making a mental note to go back and look at it afterwards and not completely forget that it happened. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing now. The couple things I didn't like was at 33. That bar is still giving us trouble, so I'm going to slow that down and just practice that a couple more times. I squeaked a few times there in the last couple of days too, so that just tells me something is not right, whether it's voicing or I'm not closing the tone holes properly. Something is happening there, so I'm going to slow it down and just work on that first. So I think it's going from the F sharp to that D that my thumb is not covering the entire tone hole. I think that's what's happening, because I felt like that's what happened the very last time there. Yeah. More or less fixed it, at least for now. We'll see what happens next time I play it. But yeah, that just reminded me of something that one of my teachers told me, is that it's never too late for slow practice. Even if it's the morning of your performance, if something's not working, take it slow practice. It's never too late for it. Good. So the next thing that I didn't quite like was 58. Just through that whole thing, I got distracted by something. I don't remember what. But yeah, my fingers kind of just had a mind of its own there. So I'll look at that as well. Okay, so at 68, that time when we went through the whole piece, at 68, I kind of forgot what note I was supposed to start on because I kind of hyperventilated a little bit. So I was torn between taking more time to fix my breath versus not making the breath seem too awkwardly long. And I was kind of caught in the middle of the two decisions. Didn't quite make up my mind, and then kind of just kept going, and I wasn't ready to keep going. So everything just got jumbled up there, and that's what happened there that time. So it's important to not only know where you made mistakes, but also why you made mistakes. Sometimes knowing why you make mistakes is a lot more helpful than just endlessly bashing through the notes, because sometimes you make a mental mistake and you're trying to, and if you're just doing it over and over, you're just trying to correct the physical aspect of playing, but it was a mental mistake, so that doesn't really help. So yeah, always know why you made a mistake and address it specifically. All right. Other than that, I think most of it was pretty good. The multiphonics I want to look at again because some of them are just not speaking very well. So multiphonics is one of those things that is going to change from day to day, just because of the reed you're using, the weather, how it affects your reed. So that is something I'm always going to check right before a performance, is how those multiphonics speak at that moment. Yeah, like sometimes compare from morning to afternoon, it will speak differently as well. So that's something I'm always going to check before my performances, is my multiphonics and how they react to the reed I'm using at the time. Alright, so that's more or less everything I wanted to go through from that last run through. And now I'm just going to do the whole thing again. that one I actually liked quite a bit. So, in both today and yesterday, by the end of the practice session, I'm having one good run that I am very happy with, actually. So the goal now is to get that the first time through. So over the next couple of days, I'm just going to be picking up the horn, playing it, putting it back down. Picking up the horn, playing it, putting it back down. And it won't be so much structured in terms of practice sessions. And yeah, that's how I'm going to practice for the next couple of days until the time for the performance. So this will be the last video in terms of me recording what I'm doing when I'm practicing, because I don't think you want to see me just playing through the piece a couple of times every day for like 7 minutes. That's not really helpful in terms of practicing. But yeah, that's just going to be the thought process. Just remember, never too late for slow practice, and really be specific and identify why you're actually making the mistakes. So yeah, I will see you for the performance of this piece then. Bye.